Report about the King's coronation. This is the reason why I can't be with you tonight, but let me say one thing. I feel deeply honored, and I'm very proud to be named as the winner of the Grand Jury Award of the Women in Sports International. I wish you a wonderful ceremony, and let's celebrate women photographers in sport and women in sport. Thank you very much.
I'm Bruce Bennett. I direct the hockey coverage for Getty Images, and that's been for the past 18 years, but I've covered the sport of ice hockey for a total of 49 years.
This competition, what you spoke about inside about covering, you actually started by covering sport when ice hockey came on, so just bringing the gender side of it into it a bit.
Sure. With Olympic hockey adding women to the Olympic sports program in 1998, that was the birth for me of my photographing women in sports. And realistically, when you look at it, that's the only time that I have photographed women hockey players, is at each Olympics. And it's been a wonderful progression looking from 98 on through year after year, including this previous Olympics in Beijing, to see how the quality of play has increased year after year. The competitive balance is much better than it was. And the biggest difference that I see between the men's game and the women's game is the sportsmanship and the passion that the women bring into the game. That is just a completely different feel than watching the men and shooting the men play.
Styles in the 3 winning photos.
Okay. Quite often people ask me what makes a great sports photo, and my answer always seems to be if you can capture dejection and celebration in the same frame. And I guess on a game night that's accurate. But I found what was really interesting when you look at the winners in this category, you've got 3 completely different sports photos. You've got one photo by Silvia that is just tugs on the heartstrings. It's pure emotion. You can see the determination and what it takes to become a champion. With Adam's shot, you've got a sports photographer who is highly skilled, who waited for the exact moment to frame the image correctly, look for the proper lighting, situate himself correctly to get a beautiful frame. And in my photograph, it's a moment of time. It's capturing a moment of time, and in this case, it was from a remote camera. So I was pushing a button 60 meters away from where this was happening, hoping to capture something that would tell the story. And it's actually an image that's in limbo. It's a moment that is frozen. It's not celebration. It's not the goalie stopping the puck, but it's right before that peak of explosion of people celebrating the puck going into the net.
Jeremy Cornforth, and well, we have someone here deserves a special introduction. Somaliland representative to Taiwan, Mohammed Haji, and let's and CEO Liu, and I would like to commend the Taiwan Sports Forward Association for initiating, and only 12% is presented by women. But over 20% of the sports journalists and under 10% of the sports photographers are women. But having just seen so many great photos of women athletes at TSMA exhibition. I am confident that this event will help bring much needed attention to women and sports, whether in the field or behind a camera. Taiwan is working to advance gender equality, not just in sports, but in government, in industry, and throughout our society. And we have seen real progress in recent years. Today, 42% of our national legislators are women. One of them is here. And 37% of small and medium-sized enterprises in Taiwan are led by women. We have also seen outstanding performances from our women athletes in international sporting events, from weightlifting to badminton, from coaching to refereeing. They have brought greater attention to women's sports.
非常感谢蔡总统为我们致辞，同时今天百忙当中亲自莅临会场来帮我们颁奖。那我们请蔡总统回座。
Or as between colleagues, I think it's the responsibility of every individual to find a way to include more people in our society, make them feel welcome, and to recognize their contributions, which is what we're doing here today. Mr. Edgar, for leading a wonderful tour of the exhibit. I thought the photos were really amazing. If you've not had time to see them yet, please do go out up on the floor above and check them out after this, because I think each photo tells an amazing story, both of the competitors and of the photographers that captured their stories.
4校联合系统校友总会以及我们国立台北大学的贵宾上台合照。好的，我们好，请大家往前移动您的脚。
We would like to express our utmost appreciation for Her Excellency's support to gender equality in sport, and we are indeed honored to have Your Excellency present today. Thank you, President.
再次感谢我们蔡总统，也感谢。